Here we go, everybody, live from Birch Hill B in Norton, Massachusetts, the hometown Hawks. Strike one. Daly leading off. Hawks will be playing the visiting role in the second game. They won the first, 8-0. It'll be Daly, Bernier, and Sivilinski. Anyone gets on, it'll be Rigo. They'll be facing Long. Gannon will be his battery mate, and we'll set the defensive lineup for the visiting Walpole Diamonds. There's strike two. Coach Max and Aiden of the Hawks doing a wonderful job. Obviously, the team is good, but fundamentally and the way they behave. Diamonds also with Chris and Lincoln coaching there, doing a fine job. 1-2 to Daly. He'll be playing shortstop in game two. Followed by Bernie and Sivilinski. As I said, anybody gets on, Rigo. There's a hot shot up the middle. Handled well. Long throw. Just doesn't quite get him. Daly, that's a base hit all the way. Nice play by Ferrara at short. That was a hot shot by Daly. It's going to bring up Bernier. Sivilinski on deck. That gets by. Daly will take second. So you've got Petrie at first. Secord at second. Dinatoli at third. And Ferrara at shortstop. The infield for the Diamond. 1-1 goes the call. And in the outfield, it'll be Hoyle in left. Kaplanis in center. And it looks like it might be Hatchie in right. Pitching Long and catching Gannon. 2-1 the count. We're here in the top of the first. Rain has let up just a little bit. Don't want to put the whammy on it. 2-2. Tries for a little something extra there, and it sails on him. So count runs full. So the number 2 batter in the lineup, Bernier. There's a strike. And he takes called strike 3. So Long got a little something extra there. Sivilinski up now. Number 99 in your program. Swing just gets a piece. Gets into that one. That's a long fly ball. Ooh, almost taken in, but I think the wet of the ball and just popped out of Hilton's glove in right field. So Sivilinski gets the first. Scooting the third is Daly. 1 down. So Hilton had a long run to try and get that one. It just popped out. Swing and a miss. Long got a little something extra on that. Sivilinski scoots down the second. So 1 down, 1 strike. That's outside. You can hear the glove pop. So Long is bringing it. 1-1. 2 runners in scoring position. There's a strike. 1-2 to Rigo, the cleanup hitter for the Hawks. The Hawks blue. 2-2. He'll be catching again. Does a nice job behind the plate. Strike 3 called. So 2 down. It's going to bring up Amaral. Amaral will be playing center field for the Hawks. Game 2. Game brought to you by NortonMediaCenter.org. Jeff Carr and David Bowie with the call. That one sails. NortonMediaCenter.org does all your town meetings, as many community events and sporting events that they can do. They're happy to do it. That one's low. 2-0. Scanlon on deck. He'll be taking the hill for the Hawks blue team. Strike called. Coach thought that one might have been a little outside, but strike nonetheless. Big swing and a miss. So 2-2 to Amaral. He helped him out. Foul tip, but into the mitt, caught. So they leave two stranded. We go to the bottom of the first. No score. All right, here we go. It's the bottom of the first. Kaplanis, Ferrara, and Gannon will be facing Scanlon. The lefty comes in with strike one. The Kaplanis starting in center field today, followed by Ferrara and Gannon. Anyone gets on, Petrie. Scanlon throwing to Rigo. That one sails. Playing first base will be Leiden. Second base, Bernier. We'll see who's at third. You got Daly at short. That's a pop-up on the infield. Being called by Bernier, and he takes it. So Kaplanis pops to the second baseman for out number one. You got Blake in right field, Romano in left, and Amaral in center for the Hawks. Ball one low. Scanlon wants a drier ball. Looks like that might be Hess over at third base for the Hawks. That one down the line. It hits the third base coach, so that's in foul territory. 1-1 the count. So the number two hitter, Ferrara, playing shortstop in the Diamonds lineup. Oh, there's a strike from Scanlon. Gannon on deck. That's another pop fly. Bernier goes back on it just well, so he 2 up, 2 pops to Bernier at second. It'll bring up Gannon. He'll be the number 3 batter in the second game, playing catcher. Petrie on deck. A little high, says the umpire. You can hear the glove pop there. Southpaw bringing the heat for the Hawks blue team. Thought about it, but ball 2 high. Get the wind kicking up, everyone in their sweatshirts. There's a strike on the corner, Scanlon. 2 down here, bottom of the first. Strike 2. Gannon thought about it, held up, but it was a nasty pitch on the outside corner and low. Just gets a piece, fouls it out of play. Goes off the concession stand roof. 2-2. 2 down. Just trying to have a 1-2-3 inning here. Just gets a piece, does Gannon. Count remains 2-2. That one sails on him, and the count runs full. So Scanlon doesn't want to lose him. Got to bring it in there. Gannon's got to swing. Fouls it off again. So playing the spoiler, he's making Scanlon work out there. 3-2 the count remains. Scanlon looks in. Now delivery. Hot shot. Just foul. Hot shot down the third base line. That would have been trouble, but it's foul. Scanlon ready to go. Waiting for the umpire. Scanlon ready. Gets a sign. Low, ball 4. So Gannon works the walk. I'll bring up Petrie. Playing first base for the Walpole Diamonds. Ball 1. 1-0. Still 2 down here in the bottom of the first. That's a pop-up down the line. Nice attempt by Blake. Had a long run there. So that's foul ball. Not much foul territory here at Birch B. Blake made a nice run for it. Couldn't quite catch up. There's a ground ball scooped up. Bernier gets it. Thought about it. Throws a little late. So hot shot to Bernier. He's not happy with himself, but that's a hot shot. Official scorer gives Petrie a base hit. Runs at first and second. It's going to bring up Long, batting from the left side. Still 2 down. So lefty versus lefty here. That's low, ball 1. So throw was there, just a little late with the tag. So Gannon lucky to be on third as Rigo makes a strong throw. So runners at the corners now, 1 ball. That one hits the rubber, goes to shortstop, tries to throw. Strong throw, but beating it out is Long. Gannon scoring. Petrie goes to second. So to bring up Dinatoli, runners at first and second, still 2 down. That one's a little low. That one bounced off the rubber. Went to Daly, made a strong throw, but couldn't quite get Long, who was chugging down the line. That one is going to be foul. So a little squibbler out in front of home plate, goes just out of bounds, out of play as Rigo grabs it, make sure it stays foul. Count goes to 1-1. Strike 2. So this is what Scanlon needs, a strikeout to get out of this mini jam with just a little bit of damage. There's a long fly ball in the right center. Gets over the outfielder's head. Long throw home. Nice play by Scanlon to cover. So Dinatoli with a double and an RBI sends Long to third. So second and third, it'll bring up Hoyle. They'll be playing left field. Ball 1. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . good fundamental baseball as the Hawks blue team got that ball in quick, and that double only got the Diamond 1 run. But they do have runners at second and third. Still 2 outs. 2-0 count. There's a strike. Scanlon brings one in, 2-1. Count goes to Hoyle with Secord on deck. Little low. 3-1. That's high, ball 4. So Hoyle walks. It's going to bring up Secord with the bases loaded. Coach wants to talk it over with Scanlon. He's trying to get him to relax, throw strikes, trust yourself. He's got good stuff. Throw strikes. Let your team do what they can do. All right, still 2 down. Bases full of diamonds. Secord up. Scanlon looks in. Umpire just about ready to call play after cleaning a plate again. Low, ball 1. It's going to have a play at the plate. Nope. And all the runners were moving. Third base runner went back. They almost hung the first base runner, Hoyle, out, but he made it back. So everyone returns to the base. 1-0. Secord. That one goes to the backstop. It comes right back to Rigo. 2-0. Swing and a miss. So that's what he's got to do. Put it right there. Get out of this and get your team back up to the plate. Get back in this. Strike 2. So 2-2 the count. 2 down. Scanlon just got to concentrate on the batter. Just gets a piece. Does Secord to stay alive. Hilton on deck. So he punches that one. Shortstop. Oh, throws to second. But he's safe. So everybody's safe. Scores a run. So everybody moves up. Long scores. Secord reaches on the fielder's choice. Brings up Hilton. There's a strike. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. He reared back. Could hear the glove pop on that. So Scanlon's just got to take matters into his own hands here. Punch this batter out and get his team off the field. And he does. So we're through 1. It's the Diamond from Walpole 3. The hometown Blue Hawks, nothing. Okay, here we go. Top of the second. 3-0. Diamond with a big inning in the first. See if the Hawks Blue can get right back in it. It'll be Scanlon, Blake at Stahlcup. Anybody gets on, Leiden. Facing long. That's outside. 2-0 goes the count. There's a strike. So 2-1. That one sails on him. Count runs to 3-1. Strike 2. So full count. To Scanlon leading off the second. He calls strike 3. So it'll bring up Blake. Oh, he helped him out there. 0-1 to the right fielder. Stalkop on deck. 1-1 goes the count. That one sails on long. 2-1. That one goes outside. 3-1. Gets a swing at that changeup. Fouls it off. Count goes full. Oh, swing and a miss. So Long comes back with back-to-back Ks. So he had back-to-back Ks to end the first, and now back-to-back Ks to start the second. It'll bring up Stalkup. Swing and a miss as Long has found a groove. That one punched to short, scooped up, long throw, stretch. He's safe as Stalkup was flying down the line there. So base hit for Stalkup. Nice play by Ferrara, scooped it up, threw over to Petrie, but they weren't going to get Stalkup. He was flying down the line. So there's Leiden starting at first base this afternoon in game 2. 2 down here, top of the second. 2-0 now. Big swing and a miss, so count goes to 2-1 on Leiden. If he can get on, Longo will follow. Strike 2. Tough pitch. 2-2. Long trying to get out of this inning with no damage. That's a little high. So count runs full. 3-2. 2 down. Top of the second. So Stalkup will be in motion. Fouled off. Good swing by Leiden, and he stays alive. Ball 4. So down to second goes Stalkup. Leiden takes first as he works the walk, and will bring up Longo. So just check the batting order, pointed out by a helpful mate here. And that is Longo who drew the walk, and Leiden now batting. Leiden batting from the left side. Three and 0. So Long, after starting off with 2 strikeouts now, has got himself in a little jam. Tries the off-speed stuff, and it's ball 4. So Leiden does end up walking. The bases are full. We've got a timeout on the field as the coach comes out to talk to his pitcher. Romano will be up, followed by Hess if he can get on. So Hawks trying to cut into that lead. That's high, ball 1. That's also high, 2 and 0. Another high pitch, 3 and 0. That one way high. So ball 4, Romano draws a walk, resulting in the first Hawks run. So now the lead is 3 to 1, and they'll bring up Hess. So batting from the left side. High, ball 1. Coach Walpole not happy with that call. 2 and 0. There's a strike from Long. 2 and 1. 2 down. Tying run out at second base. That one sails. So it's 3 and 1 now. No place to put him. Longo at third, leading at second. Romano at first. And another walk. To bring up the top of the lineup. That's Daly, who had a base hit back in the first. Now 3-2 score with Walpole leading by 1 here in the top of the second. That one's punched. Nice scoop by Ferrara after it hit off the third baseman, but there's a base hit and RBI for Daly. There's a ball. So we're all tied up now. Bases remain full. 2 down still. Another ball. Two and 0 to Bernier. Number 2 batter in the Hawks lineup today. Takes a big swing. Fouls it back. Sivelinski on deck. If Bernier can keep it going here. Swing and a miss. 2-2. That's outside. So here we go. Counts full, bases full, 2 down. Everybody's on the move. Strike 3. So Long comes back with a big strikeout, but the Hawks come back with 3 in the top of the second. We go to the bottom of the second, all tied up 3-3. All right, we're back. It's the bottom of the second. It'll be Hatchie, Murphy, and Kaplanis facing a new pitcher, Amaral. Scanlon now at first. That one sails a little bit. 1-1. Bernier out in center field now. Thought about it, but takes it. Three and 0. There's a strike. So it'll be Hatchie, Murphy, Kaplanis, and if someone gets on, Ferrara for the diamond. Amaral looks in. That's low. So Hatchie draws the walk. It'll bring up Murphy. Face Amaral. There's a pop-up. Scanlon takes it for out number 1. That'll bring up Kaplanis. That one just through into right field. Cut off. Here's the throw to third. Oh, and he's safe as the ball comes out of the glove. He would have been out. No two ways about it. Base hit, Kaplanis. He ends up at second. Hatchie goes to third. That's a foul ball. Good relay by the Hawks. Hawks blue almost had him at third. 1 down, 1 strike. Runners at second and third. That's a fly ball to center. Caught. Here comes a throw to the plate by Bernier. It sails on him. It's probably because the ball's wet. Bernier makes the catch. And out as Amaral throws to Rigo to catch Kaplanis for out number 3. Wow, what a way to end it. But Diamond does pick up 1 run. We've played 3. We've played 2, excuse me. It's 4-3 Diamond. All right, here we go. Top of the third. It's Sivelinski, Rigo, and Amaral. Anyone gets on, Scanlon. That's a hot shot to short. Scoops it up. Long throw. Wow, what a throw. So that was Long now playing shortstop who gunned it over. Sivelinski with a hot shot to short. Try and get the numbers of the Diamond, see who the new pitcher is. So Rigo up now. There's a strike. Another strike. There's Kaplanis now pitching for the Diamond. It's called strike 3. Not happy. It's going to bring up Amaral. 2 down. Umpire not happy with the questioning of the balls and strikes. That one hot shot to second. Scooped up. Throws over to first for out number 3. We've got 2.5 in the books. It's 4-3 Diamonds. We got a good one going. Bottom and third to face Amaral, Gannon, Petrie, and Long. Anyone gets on. Di Natale. Ball 1. Strike 1. 1-1 is the count. To Gannon, who walked and scored a run back in the first. That's a little low. 2-1. Line shot to center. Oh, and it gets all gonna head towards the fence. Strong throw. Very strong throw from center fielder. Holds Gannon to a solid double. Now Petrie up. He had a base hit back in the first. Also scored a run. Amaral looks in. That one's a little high. 1-0. Outside. 2-0 goes the count. Number 4 batter, the cleanup hitter in the Diamonds lineup. Wanted to get a little something extra, but it sailed on him there. So Amaral down 3-0. Bottom of the third. Ball 4. So Petrie draws a walk. It'll bring up Long. Had a base hit and RBI, scored a run back in the first. One ball. It's a Long. Di Natale on deck. Hoyle will follow him. 2-0. Ball runs high. Safe third and down the second goes Petrie. So Gannon now on third, Petrie on second. 2-0. To Long, Amaral. There's a strike. Amaral could use this K right here. They're going to try and come. No, he's going to back it up. Quickly gets back to third. As Gannon almost hung out to dry there, as Rigo really went after it. Behind the plate, 3-1. That one, Scanlon's going to take it himself. So Long gets the RBI on the fielder's choice. Out 3 unassisted. Petrie takes third. 1 down. Di Natale up. Takes strike 1. Hoyle on deck. Secord will bat if anybody else gets on. Score now 5-3. Walpole. There's another strike. So Amaral could use this K. Petrie over at third. That one sails on him. 1-2 is the count. Strike 3. So big strikeout for Amaral there. It's going to bring up Hoyle with 2 down. Petrie over at third base for the Walpole Diamond. There's a strike. So Amaral seems to be in a little groove right now. That one sails on him. 1-1 is the count. Strike 2. So Amaral trying to get out of this inning with just a tiny bit of damage. Get his team back up there. Quickly retrieved by Rigo. That's the ball sailed by him. No advancement of the runner. 2-2, 2 down. Bottom of the third. Kyle runs full. That was a little outside. Amaral does not want to lose Hoyle right here. Wants to go right after him. And he gets him. So strike 3. So we've played 3. We've got a good one going. It's Walpole Diamonds 5, Hawks Blue 3. All right, we're back. Top of the 4th. Let's see if the Hawks Blue can't get something going here. Strike 1. That one fouled off. So you have Scanlon up, followed by Blake Stallcup. Anybody gets on, it'll be Longo. Punches it through between the shortstop and the third baseman. It gets by the left fielder. Going all the way to second is Scanlon. Pure hustle. Saw it the whole way, and that's how you do it. That'll bring up Blake Stallcup on deck. Facing Kaplanis, that gets by the catch again, and down the third goes Scanlon. So 1 ball to Blake. Here in the top of the 4th. Swing and a miss. Big swing. It's a pop-up. Second base. Gets it. That's number 15. I think that's Secord. So Secord makes the out. Hauling in the pop-up to second base for out number 1. It'll bring up Stallcup. He had a base hit, scored a run. Big swing at just out of play. One strike to Stallcup. Longo on deck. That's outside. 1-1. Stallcup trying to get that runner in from third. Just gets a piece, follows it straight back. Kaplanis ready. Just outside, tries the off-speed pitch. Kaplanis doesn't take much time getting ready. Gets that ball, he's ready to go. And he gets strike three, so that's 2 down. Stallcup strikes out. Longo up, still trying to get Scanlon in from third. Double to lead off the inning. That one's going to go out of play, off to the left. 0-1. Kaplanis pitching well. That's high. 1-1 to the left-hand batting Longo. He walked and scored a run back in the second. Swing and a miss. Strike two. So 1-2, 2 down. Does the off speed. Over but low. 2-2. Leiden on deck. Called strike three. So that's the top of the fourth. No score for the Hawks. Strand a runner at third. We've played 3.5. It's 5-3 Walpole Diamonds over the Hawks. Okay, here we go. It's the bottom of the fourth. There'll be Longo on the mound now for Hawks Blue. I see Daly at second, Scanlon at first, Amaral at short, Blake right, Bernier in center. We'll see if we can see the numbers for left field and third base. Facing Secord, Hilton, and Hatchie. Ball one. Very vocal Walpole Diamond team, very excited. That one, hot shot, Scanlon scoops it and is going to take it himself. Just beats him. Good hustle by Daly to get over there. Secord grounds the first baseman unassisted. Bring up Hilton. Face Longo. Strike one. Strike two. A lot of movement on Longo's pitches. 0-2. 1 down here. Way ahead of that one. That's foul as it hits the fence over in left field. Count remains 0-2. Strike three as he breaks one off. 2 down. Bottom of the fourth. It's going to bring up Hatchie with Murphy on deck. Ball one. Sails a little bit on Longo. Swing and a miss. Count goes to 1-1. That one gets out to Daly at second. He's going to have to hum it. He does, and he gets him. Beautiful play by Daly. So that's out number 3 as Daly makes a fantastic play. Throws to Scanlon to end the fourth. We've got a 5-3 score and a great one going. Walpole leading the Hawks Blue 5-3. Okay, here we go. Looks like it'll be Leiden, Romano, and Hess. Could be, we'll have to check the number. I think this is a pinch hitter. Hot shot to the pitcher. Throws over, throws him out. That was Longo. It looks like Romano up now. That's a ball, 1-1. Romano up, Hess on deck. There's a strike, 1-2. Kaplanis still pitching very well for the Diamonds. That one sails a little high, 2-2. So Longo led off grounding to the pitcher, Kaplanis. Threw over to Petrie for out number 1. And now the count 2-2 on Romano. Had a walk. Count runs full. He had a walk back in the second. Hess on deck. Anyone gets on, it's back to the top of the lineup. Ball 4. So Romano draws a walk. It'll bring up Hess. Batting from the left side is Hess. Daly on deck. Shoots it over off of the opposing coach. That one, a stop by Long, throws to second, but it sails. Thought about it. So Romano, with some heads-up base running, heads up on third. Hess. Now here comes Daly. So runners at the corners, 1 out. Top of the lineup. That's low, ball 1. Hess takes second. So the tying run is in scoring position now for Hawks Blue. There's a strike. So 1-1. Kaplanis in a little bit of a jam. 1 down here. Count 1-1 to the number 1 hitter in the Hawks Blue lineup. Fouls it back. You've got Bernier on deck. Daly fouls another one off. Count remains 1-2 here, top of the 5th inning. Gets a good swing on it, but drives it out of play, off to the left. Count remains 1-2. Oh, he helped him out there. Coach is upset. Coach very upset. Thought the ump was not letting him get ready. Bernier fouls one off. Oh and 1. 2 down. Runners second and third. That's a hot shot to second. Secor gets it, throws to Petrie. And that ends the inning. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. The score remains 5-3 Walpole. Okay, here we go, bottom of the 5th. It'll be Murphy then, top of the order. Hits a squibbler back to Longo. Longo throws, gets away. Got away from him, and that's the I think the wetness of the ball there. It just slipped off his hand. So Murphy gets the first. It'll bring up top of the lineup in Kaplanis, then Ferrara and Gannon. Longo pitching still. Civilinsky, Emerald, Daly, and Scanlon the infield. Rigo catching. Longo. This punch gets by the third baseman out left field. Quickly gets it into Emerald to hold the runner. Kaplanis to a single. Over to second goes Murphy. That'll bring up Ferrara. You got Bernier and Stalkup center and right respectively. I think that's Romano over and left, but we'll check his number. 1 ball. So Longo trying to keep this at a 2-run game. Strike on the corner. 1-1. Number 2 batter playing a fine shortstop for Walpole today, Ferrara. Big swing. It stays out in front of the plate. Rigo quickly gets it. Throws first. Nice play by the catcher. Throws out Ferrara. Runners move up. Tremendous play by 2 top-flight fielders, Rigo and Scanlon. Outside, ball 1. Longo looks in. Nice play by Civilinsky. Throws to first. Pulls him off, but now they've got 2 runners hung up. Throw to Daly, and he can't quite put the tag on him. So what a stop by Civilinsky. Keeps the ball in, no run score, but the bases are full. Murphy at third, Kaplanis at second, and Gannon at first for Petrie. He walked, and he singled and scored in the first. He walked in the third. Goes behind him, but no advance by the runners there. Long on deck. Longo just takes a deep breath. That's a little high. So 2-0. Really could use a strikeout here. 1 down here. That's a foul ball. So 2-1. Longo looks in. That one's hit hard between left and center field. Bernier gets it. Strong throw in. Throw to the plate. They might get him. No, Rigo does not make the throw. So double by Petrie. Scores 2. Sends Gannon to third. Brings up Long. So 2 more runs for Walpole. Extends their lead to 7-3. Long up. Di Natale on deck. 1-1 goes the count on the left-handed hitting Long. Gets under that one, a lot of spin. Nice catch by Civilinsky. 2 down now. It's going to bring up Di Natale. Hoyle will be on deck. Then on second and third. There's a strike. 1 strike. Natale playing third base today. Had a double and an RBI in the first. 1-1 goes the count. Longo trying to get out, get his team back up there and see if they can't rally. They have the talent. That's a ball. 2-1. Longo looks in. That one's a little high. 3-1. Swing and a miss, way ahead of that. So count runs full. So 3-2, 2 down, bottom of the 5th. Men on second and third. Longo looks in. Outside, ball 4. So bases are loaded for Hoyle. Playing left field, he walked back in the first inning. So Longo just has to go after this batter, get his team up there. Shoots it. Sivelinski grabs it and makes the tag himself for out number 3. So another nice defensive play by Sivelinski ends the inning. The Diamond come up with 2. We go to the top of the 6th. 7-3. Walpole leads the Hawks. Okay, here we go. Top of the 6th. Kaplanis will be facing the big boppers for the Hawks. Hawks blue will be Sivelinski, who played outstanding third base in that last inning. Rigo and Amaral. Anyone gets on, Scanlon. They've scored a lot of runs, the games we've seen, so they certainly have the ability. Ball 1, Kaplanis, excuse me. Big swing, that's fouled back out of play. 1-1 goes the count. Kaplanis has pitched very well for the Diamonds. Punches it out. That could get down. It does. Base hit. So base hit for Sivelinski to start off the 6th. That's what you want to do. Base runners. It'll bring up Rigo. Emerald on deck. Scanlon to follow. Anybody else gets on, it'll be Blake. Strike 1. Kaplanis springs it right down the middle. Strike 2. So 0-2 to Rigo. Played very well behind the plate. That one goes by. Sivelinski digging for second. Here's a long throw, but not in time. Sivelinski on second now. 1-2 to Rigo. Strike 3 called. 1 out. It'll bring up Amaral. Scanlon on deck. Hawks blue need base runners. Big swing. Fouled back. Tried to get 2 back right there with that swing. Amaral 0-1. Makes a swing. The second baseman scooped up by Secord. Throws to Petrie. For out number 2, Sivelinski takes third. It'll bring up Scanlon. He had a double his last time up. Need to put some hits together now as his 2 down. Takes strike 1. Scanlon, the outstanding first baseman for Hawks blue. Oh, he helped him up there. High pitch. 0-2 now. Foul tip to stay alive. Come on, 0-2, 2 down, top of the 6th. Hawks blue trailing 7-3. Need Scanlon to get on. Base hit would help. Called strike 3. Thought it was high, but that's the ball game. Final score is Diamonds 7 and Hawks Blue 3. So that's the ball game. Doubleheader split between Walpole Diamonds and the Hawks Blue. We're going to say good night, everybody, for NortonMediaCenter.org.